So now?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Mohammed Aldossari. I am in the business development team, working now as a business development engineer. And in behalf of Taqniya for Robotics and Smart System, I would like to thank you for having us here. It's such an honor to be here in this great opportunity. And today we'd like to speak about the artificial intelligence application in robotics and automation. And also would like to speak about Taqniya for Robotics and Smart System, just a summary about us. And after this presentation, hopefully you have fully understanding about the artificial intelligence application. And if you have any question after that, you can always reach out to us. So let's get started. What is Taqniya for Robotics and Smart System? It is actually a government company. It is actually fully owned by the PIF, which stands for Public Investment Fund. And it's actually a subsidiary company from Taqniya, which is a Saudi technology development and investment company. Our mission and goal is actually to lead the robotics and smart internationally and locally. And also in this system, and also we try to build an advanced and local expertise in the robotics and smart industry. Also, our technology is actually aligned with the vision of 2030. So in the next slide, we're going to see is actually our two business lines, what we do here in Taqniya for Robotics and Smart System. We do have two business lines, robotics platform and automation and industry 4.0. So in the robotics and platform, we basically have a lot of projects done by now. We have about 8 of them already. And we are actually partnering with some local companies and internationally, the local companies such as SABIC, Aramco, etc. And also we are helping in the education system. We have a research and development program with CAST, which is stand for King Abdulaziz City for Science and Technology. So what we do here, we take their research and then try to develop it and convert it to become a prototype. And then from prototype, it become a real product. And after that, we commercialize this product to become, we commercialize this product and then put it out there for the market. So this is the robotics and platform. And then we're gonna see some of the application related to the artificial intelligence in the next few slides. And also we have the other business line that we do. It is about automation and industry 4.0. So in the automation and industry 4.0, basically, we try to convert factories to become more smart and to become more automated. And also we have already started like visiting some of our customers in order to develop their factories and give them the whole solution for the whole factory. And our focus is actually in the IoT and autonomous robotics in the umbrella of Industry 4.0. And also we do assessment for the factories as well. So basically, if there's any factory needs some help, to upgrade their factory, we help them find their own solution. So basically, we ask them 2 questions. Where are you now? And where do you want to be in the future, in the few years? Some of them have an idea, some of them don't know what they want. So we select the fully automation solution for them. We help installing, if there's like programs, etc., the whole solution for the whole factory. And after that, we program it as well, and we train their operators. We train their operators as well. And then after that, if there's like any issue, the factories, we do maintenance as well, and they can reach out to us here. So that's for the automation industry 4.0. We also work with different industries. We work with logistic, manufacturing, oil and gas, military, and healthcare as well. And the benefit of doing that is actually to improve safety, increase productivity, saving money, and reducing downtime. So now let's talk about the artificial intelligence. In Taqniya here, we have certain projects that we have selected. Here we have selected one of them in the application and transportation. It is called VTL, which is stand for Virtual Traffic Light for Airport and Smart Cities. So we have already done this one. It is already now in Eng.Khalid Airport. And the benefit of it actually have a real-time tracking capability of all the vehicles. As you can see here, the yellow circles around these vehicles, they can communicate with each other by using a sensor. And it's called the DRC. Okay. And after it's been communicated, they can transfer, data and also using GPS, and they can organize each other. So it will sense the traffic as well. So basically, this is a virtual traffic light. It won't be like it won't be like a real physical traffic light. It will be virtual traffic light. So as I mentioned, the real time it's gonna have a real-time tracking capability, and then it's gonna increase the traffic efficiency, and it will save you a lot of time. It's gonna help in organizing the traffic as well. So some of the new cars or vehicles nowadays have like smart system in their cars, like in their screen, such as like Volvo, Tesla. You can always like integrate this technology in their vehicle. Okay, and this is another application that is actually upcoming project that we are working on, and it's called multi-rotor copter. So it has autonomous flying. It's actually a drone, and it has a self-landing and charging, and also can avoid obstacle while it's flying. It is actually flying multi-rotor drone with a diesel engine, to stay longer in the air. We can do with this a lot of tasks. The payload can be 20 kg. And then the flying duration is about 60 to 90 minutes. So you can do a lot of tasks within this time. So the idea of it is actually this is just an idea that, we can send this, drone automatically, and it can go do a certain task and come back to that space and then do the charging, there are a lot of things that you can do with this drone. For example, it can do inspection. Some factories have pipeline, for example, and they have some issues with this pipeline. We can install a camera. It's going to have a thermal camera, and then it can actually identify the issue, and then take screen pictures, send the data, etc., to find out what's the issue. And then once it's finished, it can go back to the base. And also it can help in the security, and then the season of Hajj and Umrah, to organize the people, and a lot of things. So the other one is actually called a smart boat. This is a very interesting one. We have started with this boat as a commercial boat, and then we tried to convert this boat to become more autonomous and smart by using the technology of navigation sensor. It has also LiDAR, IMU system, and GPS. The communication range is going to be 15 kilometer, and the reader system will be about 100 kilometer range. So the LiDAR basically is used for the map the surrounding around it, and also do like a 3D mapping to avoid any collision. And also we use the IME, which is an electric device. And then the IMU is actually stand for inertial measurement unit. And then it has actually the IMU 2 parts. And it has an accelerometer, which is to report and measure the acceleration and the velocity by sending the data. And also it has the other part, which is called the gyroscope, which can control the boat, to help the orientation of the boat, whether it's going to be, pitch, role or YAO. So this is quite interesting application that we already have. Hold on, I'm gonna admit one. Okay, admit. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. It's freezing here. Okay, get back to work. And now let's talk about the automation and industry 4.0. Okay, so here we have the industry 4.0 technology. It is actually a digital transformation that involves around 9 technology to be integrated partially or as a whole, which leads to smart factories. Using this technology will help and increase productivity and efficiency, save money and time, and improve safety. I'm gonna go over like some of the 9 technology that Industry 4.0 can offer. You have big data and analytics, cloud computing, cybersecurity, horizontal and vertical integration, robotics, augmented reality, additive manufacturing, simulation, and the IoT, which stands for the Internet of Things. So basically, we are main focused on the IoT and the robotics automation. We're mainly focused on these 2 technology. I'm gonna admit some of them. Okay. And help, for example, we can use it for to optimize the supply chain, you know, to help networking between companies. You know, if you have a distributor, customer, logistic, and so on, it will help you to you know, instead of having delays, it's going to help you to save a lot of time. As you can see here, also, there are some benefits of using the technology of Industry 4.0 to market feedback. So we will have a lot of reports, you know, giving you data. You know, if you have a vendor that has less product, this technology can help you. And as I mentioned, the optimization of supply chain and customized manufacturing, with having like some of the IoT applications. Okay, and let's try to go to next slide. Okay, we're gonna show you a video about the artificial intelligence in Industry 4.0. Let me admit one person. Okay. Intelligence for reducing machine learning. Okay, it stops because I admit someone. And now let's talk about the industrial Internet of Things. So the artificial industrial Internet of Things is actually the use of IoT technology in an industrial application. Okay. It refers to interconnected sensor machines and advanced analytics platform that process and produce data to analyze and enhance manufacturing and industrial process. So the idea of this actually by having a smart sensor that is connected to a machine, and this sensor can be many different type of sensor. Can be, energy meter, can be pressure, can be temperature. Okay. And once connected, and also the machine can be different type of machines, depends on the factory you have, can be boiler, compressor, chiller, motors, and pumps. So what will happen here, the smart sensor will collect the data and it will be sending it to the cloud, okay, via gateway. So the gateway can be sent, it will be sent by wireless or a cable, and then it will be stored in the data, which is called here in the cloud, and it's gonna be, it's gonna analyze, it's gonna do analytics for the data, and it will be saved in the platform as well. We have Amazon, we have Microsoft, and we have many platforms. And then once it's been saved, it will be sent to the dashboard, okay? And then once it's going to be sent to the dashboard, it will be sent to your platform. So it can be, cell phone, it can be a laptop, and it can be a computer. So now you can use this application. I'm going to give you an example of the application of the industrial Internet of Things. For example, we have energy management system. And basically the idea of it's actually to help you in real-time monitoring the energy between different type of plants. And it's gonna help you in using it in just one screen, between you and the operator inside the manufacturing areas. And also it is gonna help you doing a lot of reports, to do maintenance, to save utilities as well. And that's one of the most important things about the application energy management system. And also another one is called predictive maintenance, or it's called, so this predictive maintenance basically to watch and help in, it's gonna help in watching, your machine and see their performance. So if there's like any error, it can give you a notification, and after that you can take an action, or it's going to give you a notification and it's going to take an action by itself. So after it's giving you, like once it sends like the command, it will take action. For example, it can do a shutdown, it can do open and close for the valve, if you have a valve in your machine. And it's going to help you in your manufacturing or your plants. Okay. So these are also, if you can see in this slide on the left side, there are some of the applications in general, like as I mentioned, predictive maintenance, also smart city applications, cost and energy consumption monitoring, remote monitoring, and supply chain management. Okay. Having difficulty in moving some of the slides. Okay. Okay, here is an example of the IoT. So if you can see here, this is a device monitoring and this is a dashboard. So the operation data can be collected from the machine, PLC. And it's gonna be like, for example, having flow meter or a different type of sensor. And it's gonna monitor abnormal status. So for example, here you can see the temperature is abnormal. It's actually higher than normal. And it's gonna send you a notification in your cell phone, your computer, wherever you are, to take action, or it's gonna do, or it's gonna take action by itself, as I mentioned before. Okay. And here, so this is an example of the IoT. So basically, most of them, they use it in factories. So as you can see here, you can connect like different type of plants all together in just one screen. You can be the master user, and the master user can be communicating with the operators. You can be user 1, 2, etc. And the benefit of that, you will have in-depth reporting. You can do reporting, daily, weekly, monthly, however you want it. And also, it's going to be helping in the advanced analytics, which is very important for so many of us, in the artificial intelligence and in the IoT. It's going to do a calculation and analyze the whole performance of your machine. And also, one of the benefits that we can do actually integration of the multiple systems that you have in your factories. So you can have Oracle, you can have SAP, etc. So we don't start just from scratch, we can actually just integrate it. Also, it can help in cost saving and reduction in energy consumption, and also help in enhanced productivity and reduction in breakdown. Okay, let's admit here. Okay. And here we're gonna see a video of the artificial intelligence in predictive maintenance.
What if you could see into the future?
Oops, sorry. Okay. So let's move on to the next page. Now we're going to talk about the artificial intelligent industrial and service robot. Okay. So the industrial automation robots, ARMS and cobot, there are two types of the industrial robot. So you have the programmed robots and smart industrial robots. So the programmed robot will follow orders, and we have so many of them, do a different type of application, can do welding, powder coating, cutting, pick and place, drilling, etc. And the smart industrial robot, actually, it will take action and decision by itself. And we're gonna discuss this in the next slide. So the industrial robot and cobot allow operators to automate application throughout production lines to save time and money, all while improving efficiency and accuracy. Okay. Robots actually can replace human labors in performing the most dangerous and tedious tasks. So hopefully there will be no more, injuries. We have some of our actually customer talking about, replacing the welding machine, for example, to save a lot of waste material. So that could be, in the welding robot. So it's more efficient, and yeah, so this is the industrial automation in the robots, ARM and cobots. And here we're going to talk about an example of the artificial intelligence application in industrial robot. This is actually a new technology. The robot will take decision, as I mentioned before. As you can see here, this one has a laser to detect, if there's like an issue with the item or the product, it will take it and remove it. So I'll give you an example of this application. So if you have, you may have a water bottle factory, okay, and you want to remove the faulty or the damaged one. okay, in the conveyor belt. So while it's moving, you know, doesn't stop, this robot actually will detect the one damaged, the faulty one, and it will take it and remove it by using, like, for example, sensors, laser, and cameras. It's going to use the artificial algorithm here. And so it will have, for example, image processing, you know, if you install the camera. And then the image processing will have camera filtering. So it will send, you know, dots in the product itself. And then it will calculate the distance between each other. And then it will automatically fast analyze this data. And then it will remove it once it's faulty. And also use the neural network and genetic algorithm, okay? So it can detect a lot, it can actually pick the damaged one. It can use it, you know, even for sizes, you know, if this bottle have a different size, it will remove it automatically, autonomously. Or it can be like for reading, you know, if it can be actually for this, for the level of the water, you know, the volume as well. So we're gonna go ahead and see in the next slide a video about the artificial intelligence application here. And then it's gonna be using the 2D, 3D machine vision. Okay. Okay. Here, these are some of the existing, actually, artificial intelligent service robot. We're going to start with the first one, which is a cooking robot. It can determine the type of food that you're cooking, for example, can be meat, etc. And it could be eggs, you know, and also there will be like a software to have a fully understanding about the food or the item that's been put on. And also for the eggs, it can detect, you know, when it's ready or not by knowing the color of it and knowing and doing the image processing. So this is for the cooking robot. And for the medical assistant robot, actually, we have a partner that can provide us this service. And it's actually autonomous service robot that become very common in the hospital, you know, and it's very, very interesting application that can actually deliver medication, lab specimen, and it can use also for removing trash and waste. Some of the features that it has actually is payload flexibility, so it can carry a lot of different type of items. And also it is 24/7 real-time monitoring, so it has a sensor, you can monitor it and know where is it at, and etc. As well as it can actually navigate the surrounding and has you know, self-charging as well. It's very interesting robot. And also some of the feature or the capability that it has actually speaks as it works. And also it can ride elevators. And also it can be used for security delivery, you know, by using the biometric access. And also it can be able to open and close doors, you know, and this is like one of the interesting robot. And the last one will be the home assistant robot. So the idea of it is actually to recognize the members of the household. Okay, it can help in the security. You know, if there's someone break down, it will let you know or talk to you, you know, about someone who broke down to your house. And also one of the cool feature, it can tell you the weather. And it's going to be helping you understand, you know, about the climate. And then some of the things that it can do actually and take action by itself is actually open up the window and then close up the window. You know, it depends on the weather and the situation here. So if there's like a wind or rain, it's going to probably close it by itself. Okay. And here, here is a video of the cooking eggs I would like to show you. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Here's the email, here's the website and the LinkedIn. So yeah, thank you very much.
If anybody have some questions, please unmute yourself and ask.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Happy National Day. And if you have any questions, as I said, please don't hesitate to ask us. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Aldossari,
Thank you.
for your interesting speech and the
Mhm.
presentation. We hope to see you soon again. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Our next section will start at 7 o'clock. We request you all to join us there. Thank you so much once again. Good evening.